Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another speed build. This week I am continuing what I did last week. So basically we are expanding the starter house. If you didn't watch that video, the idea behind it is we basically have a starter house and I don't tear down any exterior walls or windows or anything like that. So I will try to expand what we already have to create a house that I think costs around 100k. I don't recall. It's either 100. See, because I got my sim into the house to take the screenshots. The house, I went to build mode to check the price, and the house costs 1k. 100k. So I think that's not the actual price, because the price goes lower when your sim moves in. So I think it's around 150, but I'm not exactly correct. So the idea behind the starter house was a young girl with loads of personality lives there, and now she got married. She has 2 kids, one toddler and one kid, and I didn't want to lose her personality. And if you go and see the starter house, you will see little bits and bobs while I remove parts basically. So you will see that it's a very colorful house, and I wanted that to remain, it has loads of personality. So it was kinda weird for me to see how I can make it work, but to be honest, it was fun. It was very fun. I really enjoyed it, and I think it's nicely decorated, even though that's kinda biased. And you will also see, if you watch the first one, that I kept few things the same. Currently you see that I'm removing everything, but I decided to put few things back. For example, the bathroom. I feel like it's not something that you tear down so easily. Where I have the bathtub, I replaced it with basically, how is it called? The laundry machines. But in my plans for basically the third upgrade expansion of the house, it will go back to a bathtub. But yeah, I feel like, changing a bathtub, it's probably kind of hard, because you have to basically remove the whole porcelain thing and whatever. But I think it kind of makes sense to place something plan B there. And the kitchen obviously had to move. So yeah, the kitchen before, it was tiny, so I moved it, and I had so much trouble figuring out the kitchen. It was with what I started, and it took me forever to figure out a good way to make it work. If you saw again the first house, it was cluttered, it was colorful, it was fun, so I didn't want to take away from those things. I still wanted the house to be cluttered, especially now that, you have 2 kids. Clutter goes everywhere kinda easier. So yeah, I really wanted to keep the mess, but make it kinda fun. And I really enjoy what the final thing looks like, especially the kitchen. I really love what I did, how this kitchen table looks like, basically the breakfast table. I really love it. I feel like it's so colorful, and honestly I'm obsessed. Just a heads up, if you download this house, I really hate how the game does that. Currently I placed one of those flowers that your sim makes with seasons, I think, from the bag, and they look kinda weird, kinda dead and not good. So I got my sim to create flowers, and basically I replaced the flowers that I placed in the kitchen and I will also place another vase here. So I got my sim to replace them, so you will see that in the screenshots, and it looks so lively and so colorful and so much better. But if you actually download the house, they will still look kinda dead because it's kinda like from the debug. But I don't know, I really like the idea of fresh flowers. So yeah, I wanted fresh flowers. And the dining room, I think it's slightly fancy, but slightly colorful and slightly fun. I really like it. It's one of the parts of the house that I decided to leave on the third expansion. I will hopefully post it this Saturday. Like, I don't know if I will finish it in time, but it's one of those things that I left the same. Because, you know, in reality, whatever expansion you're doing to the house, you're not going to replace all the furniture, right? Like, even on like Extreme Home Makeover, no, I think they tear down the entire house then. So I haven't watched that show for years. It was my jam while I was a teen actually. But yeah, I really wanted to keep few of the furniture around. For example, this rug, I will change it. But yeah, like I really want to use it because I feel like, you know, it's a rug. You don't really buy new rugs every day. But well, then again, if you do a complete expansion of the house and complete renovation, you can afford a new rug, right? The living room. The living room was another part that really troubled me. Like, I wanted it to be cozy and inviting, but colorful. And as you can see, it wouldn't make sense. Like, I really wanted a fireplace, but I couldn't really place a fireplace here because the furniture would cut off way too much space, and I didn't really want it that. So again, it was challenging. The layout doesn't really work that well, to be honest, of the downstairs, and this part obviously remains the same on the expansion. And I haven't touched the living room yet. I have done the kitchen and the dining area. Like, I have way too much stuff to do yet. And I'm like, I don't know what to do here because, you know, it's a small living room. But then again, it doesn't really mind because the house isn't that huge. But I want like a nice big living space. I don't know, like I think it works kind of weirdly, but I like how it looks because it's kind of, you know, her style, the style that I have in mind, like, you know, colorful, funky, like weird, everything kind of goes together. Basically, the style that I have in my head is eclectic. If you don't know what that style is, I have mentioned it in other videos. I've done like other builds based on this style and I really enjoy it. It's basically you take furniture from like the past, hand-me-down furniture or stuff that you find and you like. Basically, you mess up different styles and you create this beautiful result that somehow works together, while in reality it shouldn't, because, you know, if you have something Victorian and something modern, you're like, yeah, that doesn't really work together, but it kinda does, so it doesn't really make sense. But I really enjoy this style because I think it's so fun to build with it because you don't know what you're going to end up with. And you have so much furniture to experiment with because basically everything is accepted in this style. Like, you can use literally everything and somehow it will look good. Like, for example, on the foyer downstairs or the entrance, I guess it's an entrance, I use this very timed, I guess you would say, rag from City Living, you know, with all those patterns that I don't think it would look good in a modern house, and it would have to be like a quite old house for it to work, but for an eclectic house it looks amazing. So yeah, also this painting, I felt like it was so fun, and it had the pink that I worked mostly with pinks and yellows. I don't know, I really like the combination of those colors, like it really popped the entire thing, so you will see loads of those colors. So we will go anytime now to the master bedroom. That once again I had no idea what to do. In my mind, again I'm creating this house like the final house. It will be on a save file that I'm creating. Eventually it will sometime go out. And I'm also creating the Sims and their stories, and it takes loads of time to do that, to be honest. But it's very fun. So the story behind this girl is she wanted to be a famous fashion designer, and my idea behind that was even before they announced Get Famous or the fashion designer career, so it works really good. And her first house, like in my mind, she just works in a store, and you know, she's just a store clerk. She just tries to make money, and in this house she basically has her fashion blog, so you will see that she has like her own space basically in the bedroom. She doesn't have an office because her office had to change into a kid's bedroom, and she has like her office and her vanity, and she kind of has to share all of that. Like it's very crowded and it's very cluttered, but it kind of works, not that much. So yeah, in the final house she gets her own office, so she has like her own fashion blog. She tries to like make her career, and I think in the final house she basically is a famous fashion designer, and especially now with Get Famous I can actually make her famous, so oh hell yeah. And in the vanity I really like how I've seen videos usually on Twitter, because I mostly use Twitter, with like husbands or boyfriends that create vanities for their girlfriends or wives, and they make those mirrors, and I don't have a vanity, like I just do my makeup on the floor here, but I really like it. And I also saw that idea from it's the Sim Supply build, one of his builds, like not like the huge mansion house that he currently is doing, but a previous one, and I really liked it, so I kind of stole it. But yeah, you can see it's very cluttered here, so doesn't have much room for like her clothes or to do her makeup. And yeah, I think it's realistic and I really like it. I know lots of people don't like clutter builds, but I think they tell a story and I'm a fan. So yeah, again, every time that I build I usually have a story in my mind, because it helps me create and design the house better. So yeah, that's why you always will see in most of my builds loads of clutter, unless you know it's kind of like a Soho, but I don't really like doing those. So here is the kids' bedroom. The idea behind this bedroom is, first it was an office, then it had to change into a kid's bedroom, and then the first kid had like the bedroom to herself, and then this little stinky toddler came, so she had to share because there was no more room in the house. But you will see her style is more like a tomboy, but not exactly a tomboy. Like she likes purple, she likes colors, she likes creepy stuff and horror movies and like maybe skating, and I like it. Also you will see and I'm not sure if I placed it already, I think I did, the dresser from the starter house. You know, it was a hand-me-down. I think it's like such a beautiful dresser, so why not utilize it here? And this is basically the toddler side of the bedroom, and it's so cute. And I think they would be fighting, like she won't really be in love with her younger sister, or brother because, well, I don't know, like I made it like kinda nature themed. You will see all those nature things, posters and everything, so it can really be anything, boy, girl, whatever. Yeah, because she has like that edgy side, and then you see that and you're like, yeah, so cute. So yeah, that's my idea behind it. And the sad part, like for me, I did the landscaping, and I really like the landscaping, the backyard. I think it's so kid-friendly. I really like it. But I lost the entire footage of it, so yeah. You will have to see it in screenshots. I didn't really want to remove... Okay, here I placed the wardrobe. The bathtub there. But because we already have an ensuite that I'm currently designing and it's so pretty, I really like it. I think it's one of my favorite bathrooms. At least this part. We also have another bathroom upstairs, which the kids obviously share. I didn't really want it to have like a third bathroom downstairs, and I really wanted them to do laundry because, I don't know, I like the idea of laundry in the game. So I had to change the bathtub there, even though I will change it back in the final renovation of the house, but whatever. So here is the master bathroom, and it's blue and it's tropical and it has hot pink details. I really like it, like I really like it. I think it's super fun with the flamingo there, and I did not sew that because it took forever to do, but basically I replaced, like quote unquote replaced all the books, hide I guess, on the bookcase with towels, and I think it works so good. Like you have this, I guess, staircase, bookcase, but towel display, whatever. I really like it. And this is the kids' bathroom. You will see it is kids theme. You will have all those kids decorations, and again, it's so cute. I also tried to make a stool for the toddler because, in reality, you do have stools, like, at least from what I've seen on pictures online, they usually have stools for the little kids to be able to wash their hands and reach the toilet and whatnot. So I really wanted a stool for that little guy. And yeah, I kept it. I don't know, like, if he can actually, like, in reality climb. In The Sims, I know he can't. And they can't even use this sink, but I don't think I mind because you have the other sink. So yeah, also those flowers were in the living room in the first house. So, again, hand-me-downs, it's cute. I did the entire wall with those decorations from my first pet stuff pack, those pipes. And this is the second time that I use them. And I don't know, like, it's a weird pack. Like, there are a few things that I really like from this pack, and there are others I'm like, why? So, yeah. I guess it kind of made sense because it's a kid's bathroom. Like, you want it to be kid-friendly, right? So I was like, whatever. Here is the backyard, but again, you're not gonna see it, which I'm mad, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm mad. I really liked it. So, yeah, you will see it in the screenshots. Oh, I just realized. Okay, I'm an idiot, but now it's too late. If this is actually your first build that you see of mine, I take a screenshot every 5 to 7 minutes of the landscaping on the same angle, and I do that on the start of the build because I do landscaping, and then I do anything on the interior. But because I don't know, I just started working on the interior first, I realized, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I'm like, okay, that's okay, I will have the time lapse in the end, like the screenshots. And I saw the footage, I'm like, why did I never recorded that? Why I'm so sure that I was recording that, and it's because I took screenshots that I completely forgot of. Oh well, here is normal screenshots, like not a time-lapse. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to download it, there will be link in the description down below. Anyways, I hope that you will have an amazing day, and take care, bye!